This is the smallest Lego boat, and we're gonna check if it floats. We're also gonna test this bigger life raft, an even bigger pirate ship, all the way up to the biggest Lego boat ever, the Titanic. But before we see if the Titanic floats, we're gonna test the smallest boat. It's less than 2 inches long. We can pop our minifigure in here, and time for the test. Here we go. Wow, that failed immediately. This boat was really terrible. Next we have this rowboat, which is 4.5 inches. And this is Captain Bernard. He used to be captain of a cargo ship until one day there was a massive storm. He tried to escape, but his ship couldn't take it. It sunk, and it's been under the ocean ever since. Captain Bernard isn't able to sail anymore because his prized ship is gone. But what makes him sadder than anything else is that you're not subscribed to this channel. So go ahead and subscribe, and Bernard can find his new ship. He's gonna test every boat we look at today, and we're gonna find one for him to captain. Now it's time to test this one. In it goes. It floats. This one works great. I'm gonna make some waves now to see if the rowboat can survive that. It's struggling. Will it sink? Oh well, time to upgrade. This life raft should float better. It's 7 inches long. Let's throw it in the water. Wow, that one worked really well. It didn't sink. I guess that's kind of the point of it. A life raft is supposed to save people. But it's hardly the grand ship Captain Bernard deserves. So let's try out a proper ship. We're getting bigger now. This yacht is 9 inches long. And it has a special hull piece that's watertight, so it shouldn't sink. Now let's hand it over to Bernard. I've got pretty good hopes for this one. It seems like a solid boat. It floats at first, but can it take turbulence? I'm adding waves to see how much this ship can handle. These are some big waves. And there it goes. That's okay though, we can move on to an even bigger boat. And later in the video, we're gonna test the biggest Lego boat I could find. For the next one, I'm gonna build a pirate ship. I'll put in these cannon pieces, which actually fire Lego cannonballs. Check it out. Let's just slide those on in there. But there's one thing a pirate ship can't go without. The Jolly Roger, which signifies that these guys are the real deal. Now let's throw in the motley crew.
Ahoy! Aye! Arr! Shiver me timbers!
And of course, the captain. Altogether, it's nearly a foot long. Okay, will it float? Well, that was a quick answer. Oh, it can't even stay in one piece. This ship is a disaster. Let's try something a bit more solid. Now this boat is huge. It looks more like the big ships Captain Bernard pilots. And it's 17 inches long. Now that's a big boat. Let's see where Bernard will sit. This is the bridge, and it looks pretty comfy. There's even a mug of coffee. This boat looks a lot more capable than the others. Time for the test. Oh, it just barely fits in the tank. Let's get some waves going. This tank is just way too small. Let's take it out and try it somewhere else. So I found this reservoir to test it in. It floats. It sails perfectly. Oh no, it's drifting out.
Whoa, this one's rough. My annoying little brother is trying to sink it.
But he failed to sink it, so that's a success. Now, it's finally time for the biggest boat Lego has ever made, the Titanic, which has 9,090 pieces, and it cost nearly $1,000. Exactly 1 cent less, actually. What am I gonna spend 1 cent on? Well, I bought it, and it's just arrived. Already, this box is insane. I cannot believe this is a real Lego set. And it says here it's gonna be 53 inches long. That's pretty long. I'm so excited to open this and build the Titanic. And more boxes, okay. Let's start with box 1. When are we gonna see some actual Lego? Hey, there it is! Now that is a lot of Lego. We've got bag 1 all the way up to bag 12. That's a bunch of bags. And here's the instructions, but it's only book 1. Hey, it has some information about the actual Titanic. That's pretty cool. Well, I'm not reading all of that, so let's skip ahead. Ah, here's page 1. Man, I feel kind of bad about not reading this stuff. I mean, someone had to write all this down. So let's start with bag 1. I got it right here, I just need to clear some space. Much better. These are the first 2 pieces that go together. I am now approximately 1/10,000th of the way through. Yeah, this is gonna be hard. Okay, there's bag 1 finished. I can see how this could be the front of the Titanic. Let's build the next bag. Pretty cool transition, huh? Now it says Titanic on the side, so at least we know which boat it is. I just hope we'll be filling in this hole here. The ship won't float very well with a giant hole in the side. Okay, the next step is putting the deck on top. I also put on these anchors. They're built using the hot dog piece, and the set came with a spare, so Captain Bernard can have a black hot dog. It tastes burnt. Alright, what's next? The bridge and the funnel. Just let me put this in really quickly, and now we can recreate a classic scene from the Titanic movie. Yeah, I should probably build the rest of this. Next, box. Let me show you how I build. Now I'll build this packet, and one more. You know, I still have to actually build it to get the shot. It's not as cool in real life. But at least it'll make a cool transition. So let's see that now. Worth it. Looking good so far, but don't forget when this is done, I'm gonna test it in real water. And the only way to test the Lego Titanic accurately is to put it up against an iceberg. To make my own iceberg, I need to freeze a pot of water. When that's done, we'll see whether our Titanic will smash through it or sink. But before we find out, we gotta build the next section. There are so many pieces in this, I could build a whole other boat out of some of these. So I built one. Yeah, this is kinda hodgepodge, but it was improvised out of a random pile. Okay, I have to test this. It would be crazy if this actually works. What? It's floating! But barely. Those holes in the middle are letting in a lot of water. The next step is to seal these 2 pieces together. But before I do, I'm gonna put this guy in there. He'll just be waiting there for the next person to open it up. There, all done. Okay, just one more cool transition, and it's done! And it looks incredible. You can open it up to see the inside. It's got decorated rooms in there, and it has so many lifeboats. But not enough, apparently. It breaks over here too. Here you can see the engines. When you turn them, they pump like real engines. And it also turns the propeller. This boat is so cool. I think we finally found a new ship for Captain Bernard. So let's take it out on the water. Here's the Titanic. We're about to go put it in there. So you can see the cracks here. I don't know if the water's gonna get in there. That's pretty tight. Only one way to find out. We're going in. Here we go. Okay, and it's tipping. It floats. Oh no, it's tipping. Ah, it's full of water now. And it's making it heavy. Let's see if we can do this again. Check that out. Oh no, don't check that out. Okay, so if I glide it across the water, it might stay up. Let's try it. Oh, well that didn't work at all. And now it's stuck out in the middle of the water. I'm gonna have to swim out to get it. Well, that whole thing was a total failure.
The captain made it!
And now it's finally time for the ultimate test. So let's get out that iceberg.
We got the iceberg here. You can see it in there. Time to finally put that in and test the Titanic. Let's see if this works. There it is! Most of it's underwater, but this thing is actually really big. Here we go.
Good thing I brought the life rafts from earlier. Remember, these actually work.